Ladies and gentlemen, here we go, here we are. The proDiscgolf.cz team is about to commentate the final round of the Central European Disc Golf Championship 2019. My name is Michal and right next to me is my co-commentator Kryštof Novák. Welcome here.
Hello, hello.
Kryštof, could you tell us what's the Central European Disc Golf Championship about?
Okay, it is an annual tournament which takes place in one of the 7 Central European countries which are a part of it. That means either in the Czech Republic, in Poland, Slovakia, Austria, Hungary, Slovenia or Croatia. In 2019 it happened in Novy Jicin, Czech Republic.
Perfect. Wonderful landscape, wonderful course, definitely something what you cannot miss, and we would like you to enjoy wonderful scenery. Here we have the partners of the Central European Disc Golf Championship 2019. One of the main sponsors is internet store and also the disc golf store proDiscgolf.cz, ACZ Machinery, Amann, the town of Novy Jicin, Chata Svinec, Disc Golf Park Czech Republic, Discmania, Focus Novy Jicin and High Park Došovice. We have also Staroitsko AS and also one of the main partner of this tournament, and is the club, local club from Novy Jicin, Moravian Gators.
Yes, and also the organizing club. Here we see this year's course which the CDGC is played on. It is the same course as for another Czech event, Moravian Open. More info about that later. And it is unfortunately a temporary course which sits on top of a small hill called Svinec, and this final line will be played on the second half of it. That means holes 10 through 18, which are more open and longer, and
I would say for most of the players quite a difficult part of the course. The second half is really challenging, and as you will see on this video, on this final round, that for the best players it was tough, but they went through all the course quite smoothly. Here we have Stanislaus Amann from Austria, representing Team Innova and also STP Disc Golf team. Results from the first, second and third round, as you can see, -3, -5 and -5. And quite important thing about his statistic from the round before the final is that none of the bullseye green hits or outside putts, inside putts, none of these statistics is about made him on the first place.
The second player to go to the final round is Bohdan Bílek from the Czech Republic. He represents teams Moravian Gators Novy Jicin, proDiscgolf.cz Albatross team and Team Discmania, and his results at CDGC 2019 were -5, -4 and -2. He's the #1 player in the green hit percentage with 47%, and he also made quite a few outside the circle putts.
Next player, third before the final, is Michal Kúdela from Slovakia, representing team Disc Golf Hunters. Results -6, -1 and -2. And what we need to mention about Michal is that he's really good in putting, and we see the 70% inside putts, outside putts, just 4 of them, but he will definitely catch up with the final round, as you will see.
The next player is František Trenz from the Czech Republic. He is representing the Moravian Gators Novy Jicin Disc Golf Club, and his first round was pretty spectacular with -8, and then he had more mediocre rounds around par. He is the #1 player in the bullseye hit percentage with 18%, and he also made quite a few inside the circle putts with 76%. And also his green hit percentage is not bad, with the third place overall.
And the last player for the final round is Jakub Semerád from Czech Republic, representing Disc Golf Club Hunters. Results for previous rounds, -7, -5 and +3. It seems that third round wasn't really his because of the wind or something else. If we look at the statistics, green hits on the third place, the same as the previous player, František Trenz, 44%, and inside circle putts 67%.
Which was actually the problem in his third round, and I believe it was on hole number 18. Hopefully he'll get back. His putting gets back. Now we see the all the current scores of all the players, with Stanislaus at -13, Bohdan at -11, Michal Kúdela at -9, František Trenz at -9, and Jakub Semerád at -9.
So let's go and let's start with the hole number 1, which is the first par 5 hole on this course, one of the longest, or the longest hole on the course, 284 meters. Surrounded on the right side, surrounded by OB. You need to go through the valley, and we will see how the best players out of this tournament went through that in the first hole in the final.
And now we see Stanislaus probably throwing a destroyer, but we're not sure about that. But yeah, the important thing on this hole is to keep your disc as much on the right as possible, but not in the OB. So you actually don't lose any elevation and can throw, don't have to throw as much uphill as Bohdan will have to.
Yeah, we see Michal throwing sidearm, also one way to go through this hole, because it will always end up on the right if you catch the right wind.
Ouch!
Yep, that was grip lock, I guess.
Yeah, it looked like a grip lock, and he's in the OB.
Jakub Semerád smoothly, nice, went down, not really up. That's because you're going downhill a little bit.
Now we see that František actually has quite a big arm, and I think he wanted to show off with the first throw.
Nice recovery from OB.
Yeah.
And as you can hear, there was an applause for him for this second shot.
Yeah.
Jakub Semerád made his second throw, and I would like to mention his name because on this hole will happen something what we haven't seen till this round.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, here's Michal Kúdela with his second throw. Yeah, that's nice distance uphill. He didn't have to worry about the OB.
Yeah, the only representant from Austria, Mr. Amann. And after the recovery shot, we have a František Trenz that is going his fourth shot. Unfortunately, a little bit to the left, so he would need to approach with the putt. Yeah, make a birdie on this hole is wonderful. But now it's the time that we were waiting for.
Go in.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen! As we have mentioned, Jakub Semerád made something what we haven't seen till now. The first eagle on this hole that we experienced after 7 years of this tournament.
Yeah, 7 years and nobody made an eagle in the first round that's ever recorded. Here we go.
That's excellent. That really made the final, and with the first hole to make the eagle beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, all the players are finishing the first hole of the final. Almost.
Almost all of them.
Almost all of them.
But as you can see, there is nice scenery all around the course. The mountains in the background are called Beskydy Mountains, and they are pretty.
Yeah, and it's a spectacular view. We are situated on the North Moravian part of the Czech Republic, and the wonderful scenery and wonderful views are part of this game and made this golf just amazing.
Yeah, here we see scores after hole 1. Stanislaus Amann had a birdie and that moved him to 3 strokes from the second player, who is Bohdan Bílek. Jakub Semerád with an eagle actually caught up with Bohdan and now he's sitting at -11 at the second place. And Michal Kúdela, he made a birdie, but Jakub Semerád actually passed him with his nice eagle. František Trenz and a bogey. Bogey going to -8. Hole 2, or actually hole 11 of the whole course, is 288 meters long, which is actually even 4 meters longer than the first hole. It's also a par 5 and there is no OB on either side, so don't worry about that rope you will see back further down the fairway, but there is quite a thick forest and bushes both on the left side and on the right side.
And we need to mention that you don't want to stay in the bushes on the right or on the left. Really, the only thing you want to do, go straight, go through the narrow gap that you'll see in front.
Yeah, that's the only option. Jakub was actually just a bit lucky.
Yeah,
he made it through.
He's touching the trees on the right, but luckily made it.
Yeah.
Stanislaus
with a very nice throw.
Wow.
Which we can see.
Even Michal Kúdela wanted to see how smoothly went through.
Yeah. Now here's Michal. Yeah.
That's what we are talking about. Really narrow gap.
Yeah, but it was quite a nice kick, actually. He made it out. Now we see Bohdan with a great throw. That was pretty low, so he really got far down the fairway. And
it was quite high.
Franta threw a bit too high, but we'll see. Yeah, the bad thing about this hole is that you never know what will happen to your drive after it lands on the fairway, because it's quite sloped to the right. Yeah, as you can see, most players will be throwing from the right side, except for František, who threw too high to the left. Yeah, but here's the roll.
Yeah, rollers are really quite something that you can experience very often on this hole. That's the reason why spotters are really needed for this hole and are your best friends or your best enemies.
Yeah. Here is Jakub Semerád from the trees. Yeah, but nice. Very nice throw. Nice recovery. Yeah, actually this hole is so sloped that we even managed to almost destroy but damage a lawnmower which we were mowing the grass with. Oh, and here is Bohdan with a spectacular throw. It was far.
It was quite far. It was really far. We see the second hole, which is like par 5, and Bohdan was getting pretty close to the basket with the second throw, so we will see if we see the second eagle on the second hole of the final.
It's possible for sure. Yeah, now we see upshots, which are also very tricky. You see that the players are trying to land their putters flat, except for František, who made the mistake and led his putter to hyzer out and now had to putt from quite a big distance.
Yeah, the green around the basket is really sloped, and you need to be smart player or good putter, as a Michal Kúdela is. There you go, Bohdan. Wow, wow.
Nice eagle. Very nice. This is not the first eagle on this hole. Well, some eagles happened before, but I'm not sure if anyone was ever that close.
Yeah. Yep. Me personally, I made 11 on this hole, so to see the eagle 3 holes on the 3 throws on the hole.
I remember that. I think I even saw you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Michal is a forehand dominant player, so he doesn't have a chance on that hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we are after this second hole of the final. Stanislaus Amann made a birdie again, second birdie in a row. Bohdan Bílek with the eagle. With the eagle, he managed to catch up a little bit with Stanislaus Amann and also get out of the Jakub Semerád, who made a birdie as well. Michal Kúdela bogey, and also František Trenz bogey. For František Trenz, it wasn't really start that you want to have in the final, but unfortunately 2 bogeys in a row.
Yeah.
We will see what happens next.
Yeah. Hole number 3 or hole number 12 is a shorter hole, but it's still a par 4. It's 138 meters, and there is actually an OB on the right side because it would be pretty terrible without it, I think. And there are quite thick bushes on the left. Basically, you need to throw just around the corner and then make a tough upshot.
Yeah, first throw is very important. Get around the corner and just believe that the disc will stay on the fairway and don't roll to go to OB.
Yeah, here is Jakub Semerád throwing a lower shot. And pretty nice. A bit on the right side, but that's not a problem.
As we see this hole, we can also see a lot of spotters. One of the spotters on this hole is also member of the local club, and local club was delivering all the spotters and all the stuff for the tournament, and they made an excellent job.
Here we see František with a bit of a different approach because he threw higher and a bit further, but I don't think, yeah, he is safe, but he didn't make it to the spot he wanted to land on.
Approaches to the baskets are uphill, so and also surrounded by OB, so you need to be very careful.
Yeah, this upshot is actually really tricky because the OB on the right side comes very close to the basket. Yeah. It's either...
Whoa,
that was close.
It was close.
Yeah.
It was close.
Yeah, so here's František. I was lying. He found the spot he wanted to find.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Just nice approach. He didn't need to go uphill, just like easy approach next to the basket.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
almost
close. And Michal Kúdela, we mentioned at the beginning of this commentary that he wasn't able to put outside of the putt, or maybe he outside the circle putts, but maybe he was landing always in the circle, so
yeah.
So he wasn't.
He didn't need. Yeah, didn't need outside putts.
But we saw one of the outside circle putts of him on this hole.
Yeah. So results after hole 3. Stanislaus with very nice 3 birdies in a row. Bohdan with a par. Jakub par, Michal par, and František a birdie, which is nice after starting with 2 bogeys.
Yep.
The order of players didn't change right now, so here we go to hole number 4.
Hole number 4 for these players, I would say it's just piece of cake. 89 meters, par 3. I wouldn't say it's easy hole, but for this kind of players, for the best players of the Central European Championship, it should be piece of cake. Yeah,
the one important factor that comes to play in this hole is the wind, which is usually very... Where is the disc? Maybe the wind pushed it.
Yeah, you're talking about the wind, but we see the flag is not waving that much, so it seems that the wind is come down, and Oh,
Yeah, but
not
see the
really.
trees on the left
Yeah,
side?
yeah.
I think the wind is actually coming from the left side, and there is a hill, so the flag is not moving very much, although the discs are pushed down to the right, and most players actually ended up on the right side,
Yeah.
except for Jakub, who made the adjustment right and threw to the left side. Yeah. Here we see Michal in one of the famous Moravian Open or CDGC bushes. This was Bohdan Bílek and his upshot. Stanislaus actually almost made this.
And here we see Misha again putting. Wow, wonderful. And with a wonderful view.
Yeah.
Behind the Misha, you see the wonderful colors and wonderful landscape, which is North Moravian part of the Czech Republic famous for.
Yeah. And there are so many colors because in the landscape, because this tournament took place in September, late September.
Yeah, late September. After the fourth hole of final, we see that, as I said, that it should be piece of cake for these players. We have two birdies on this hole by František Trenz and Jakub Semerád, and the rest of the players just part this hole. And in the total, Stanislaus 3 throw leads before Bohdan and Jakub Semerád, and Michal Kúdela and František Trenz. They are quite behind these players, 4 throw behind.
Yeah. Here is hole number 5, which is a 127 meter par 3. So it's pretty long. It was actually a par 4 in the past, but we decided to change it to par 3. And you'll see why with this throw from František Trenz with a Firebird.
Throwing Firebird, dynamite in the hand, and wow.
Yeah,
wow.
it's like 2 to 3 meters from the basket.
It's a really, you need to have a big arm for to approach the basket like that, and also the help of the wind.
Yeah. Wind from the right side is a good thing on this hole. It allows you to throw a hyzer.
Yep.
Yeah. Here you can see the flag, that the flag is actually moving, so the wind is...
Yeah.
Wind is there for sure.
From Bohdan we see the board is a little bit higher than he was expecting, but Len ended up on a good spot on about 12 meters from the basket.
What was this?
Michal was trying to reach another basket probably, but it was coming to the right way. Yeah. Holded the disc a little bit longer than he should probably. Approach.
Yeah, it's alright. You see that Jakub Semerád is actually a bit long, but yeah. Stanislaus as well. Bohdan with a tough headwind putt.
Ooh.
Yeah, so the wind lifted his disc up.
Yeah, we should mention that this green is also... Oh, that was a beautiful putt actually.
Yeah, nice comebacker.
Nice, very nice, because behind the basket you see flatted green or sloped green. Sorry, it's sloped there, so...
Yeah, it's on top. I think it's almost on the top of the hill called Svinets, so the wind is very strong on this hole. František with a very nice birdie with his Nate Sexton Firebird, and Jakub Semerád unfortunately a bogey. So here we see scores after hole 5. Mostly pars, 1 bogey by Jakub Semerád and 1 birdie by František Trenz, which moved him to the 4th place.
We should mention that František made like 2 bogeys and now 3 birdies in a row, so
a very colorful scorecard.
Very colorful, exactly.
Just like the scenery.
Yep. Hole number 6 or hole number 15 of the regular tournament, 113 meters, a little bit downhill, surrounded by bushes, quite narrow gap, or narrow fairway to the basket, sidearm or really straight backhand is the way to approach the basket.
Yeah, it's important to mention then the bushes on the left side are the worst on the whole course. I think.
Yeah. Once the disc will find the bush, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there.
Just like Stanislaus. Yeah, he ended up on the left side in the bushes. Bohdan Bílek with his Luster C-Line MD.
Seems that
might be a bit short, but
navigated well.
yeah.
Here's a sidearm from Michal. Nice bit to the right, but
yeah, in the circle for
in the
sure.
circle, yeah. We had really nice weather at this time of the year, and also quite a lot. Few spectaculars came to see the best players of the Central European Disc Golf Championship.
Yeah, this
was a Stanislaus.
Yes, this was Stanislaus's approach. Jakub Semerád missed his birdie putt, unfortunately, but Michal made it.
Michal made it again.
No surprise there. Oh, that's quite a surprise, actually. Nice recovery, par save. Yeah, but Stanislaus is leading by 3. Bohdan is 1 stroke in front of Jakub Semerád, who is 2 strokes in front of František Trenz, who made his first par of the round.
Yeah, we have 3 holes left. The hole number 16. Also one of the easiest hole on the course. Definitely better to use a sidearm for this hole because of the OB on the right, and also because of the green that is sloped a little bit. Yeah, part 3, we will see how the best players of this tournament will go through. I would call this hole break hole because of what we'll see.
Oh yeah, it might. It's definitely easy. As you see, Michal parked it. František parked it as well,
and his father is cheering for him.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
And yeah, but things can still happen on this hole because the bushes are pretty bad also in here, and yeah, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and especially
here is Bohdan with his sidearm.
Hold the sidearm a little bit longer and ended up in the bush, and that's the reason why I call this hole the breaking hole.
Point. Yeah.
Breaking point, exactly.
Yeah, here is Bohdan somewhere, but I don't think even the camera guy could see him.
We don't see him.
So that was his second throw, and now
the third, and we see some disc. Yes.
Yeah. About 14 meters from the basket.
And made a putt.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Save the bogey.
Nice outside the circle putt to save the bogey.
Yeah.
Here is Stanislaus, who is leading by 3, so he didn't. Well, by 4 by now.
By 4 by now, yeah. No
So
pressure.
Yeah, no needs to take any unnecessary risks. Michal is inside the circle.
Inside the circle with the sidearm, ended up nicely, and no problem. František backhand also ended up nice. So we have two birdies on this hole, 1 bogey and 2 pars. Right now the Stanislaus has a lead by 4 strokes, and there is 2 players fighting for a second spot with a -12, and Bohdan Bílek and Jakub Semerád, and the guys from the down, František and Michal Kúdela, -11. It seems to 1 stroke to get to the second place.
Yeah, and Just so you know, anything can happen on hole number 8 or hole number 17 of the original course, which is actually by far the toughest hole on the whole course and the longest hole, and because it's long, it's 309 meters long, and its fairway is very, very narrow. You don't want to end up on the left side because of the bushes, or on the right side because of the bushes again, or on in the bushes by the green. They are the worst on the whole course. And yeah, it's like the toughest hole by far, and I think that Michael might have something to say.
Yeah,
as well.
that's for me and for most of the players, I would say the worst hole on the course. Nightmare for all the disc golfers that ever attend the Moravian Open or the Central Disc Golf Championship. If I stay silent in this hole, it would say everything about this hole. It's just...
Yeah, because then we might have to beep you out if you didn't stay silent.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I honestly, I didn't ever make a birdie on this hole, although I designed it. And I still like the hole because it's a challenge that always will be there. It's no matter how good of a day you have right now, it will still be tough, and you will still have to focus 100% or more on every shot on this hole. So you'll soon see why. So here is
definitely the most challenging hole on the course.
Michal Kúdela he threw pretty well, but a bit too much to the right, so he ended up in the bushes on the right. The good thing is that there are 2 spotters on this hole who will find all the discs.
Yeah, František seemed that cheering for himself and looked that he's happy with his throw.
Yeah,
quite far.
Yeah, if you see the red tree in the background, that's your goal. If you manage to get over that tree, you are probably one of the best players in Europe, or in Central Europe at least. But if you are anywhere around it, but not too close to it, you will be happy with your tee shot.
Yep.
Yeah, all these shots looked pretty similar, but the results can be very different. Yeah, this is one of the results. Yeah, but a very nice recovery.
Yeah, in the middle of the fairway, ended up. It's a good thing. Second throw of Bohdan. Oh, whoa. Yeah. It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. Too low, and he actually hit a branch or a tree and ended up in the bushes on the left. Well, if you're not on the perfect position here, you usually just want to play it safe. Don't take any unnecessary risks.
Stanislaus, his final round is great. 3 birdies in a row, and then just smoothly, no mistakes, nothing that would shake him off, really.
Yeah. Here is František and his second shot, which was the furthest. Yeah, probably nice. But Bohdan had some trouble with his any.
Yeah, it was a sidearm and
he had to throw another one.
Another one.
Yeah, that's always bad when you have to throw 2 sidearm or overheads, sidearm enhancers or overheads from bushes right after each other. Yeah, here you see approaches from other players, and yeah, they are trying to stay away from the bush which is next to the basket because it's really thick and impossible to go through.
Good take.
Bohdan, this shot, his approach actually looked quite nice, but he is still
rolled,
rolled into the bushes and around 10 meters far from the basket.
František is going for his birdie on this hole, and to birdie this hole, it's phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Ooh, very nice par save.
Par save.
Another step putt from Michal Kúdela.
Ah.
Yeah. As you can see, our video is out of focus, just like Bohdan is.
Double bogey
Sorry,
for Bohdan.
and a nice birdie.
Nice birdie for František.
And pars for the others. Yeah, so as you can see, 3 pars, 1 birdie by František, who actually caught up with Jakub Semerád on the 2nd place after starting the final round with 2 bogeys in a row. And the 7 double bogey by Bohdan Bílek, which moved him to the 5th place.
Solo 5th place, yep.
Yeah, so the winner is basically decided, but the 2nd place, nothing's sure yet.
Nothing's sure yet, yeah. There's 3 players fighting for the 2nd place, and we have the last hole of the final ahead. This hole is for this kind of players, as the players are in final. Easy, nothing really difficult. 91 meter, par 3. Most of the players shoot parked in a circle.
Yeah, definitely. One thing about this hole is that it may be a bit deceiving because you can see the whole basket. For example, Michal Kúdela could have been long, could have been short. We will know in a few seconds, but now we don't.
And also other effect that will affect this hole is the wind. So you can see the flags at the background.
Yeah.
They are waving quite a lot.
A bit too much to right. Here is Stanislaus, not doing just what he should do.
Just what should exactly. Bohdan, not really. Last 3 holes wasn't his.
Yeah, but František,
Whoa.
yeah, very nice putt into the headwind.
Made a pressure for Kuba Semerád, who needs to make a putt to stay on the 2nd place, and he made it. So both players,
Michal, Kúdela.
both players, they were fighting for the 2nd
Stanislaus,
place.
And Stanislaus Amann is the winner of this year's Central European Disc Golf Championships.
Unnecessary push-ups to celebrate his winning in this tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go, the final result of the Central European Disc Golf Championship 2019.
Yeah, Stanislaus Amann with -16 after a very clean final round with 3 birdies to start, but pars after that. 2 eagles actually were made in this final round by Jakub Semerád on hole 1 or hole 10 and Bohdan Bílek on hole 2 or hole 11.
Yeah, so Jakub and František ended up on the 2nd place. I think they had a fight for the sudden death.
Yeah, they had a sudden death playoff, which Jakub won actually. But still, very nice disc golf by both players. As you can see, they both played their final rounds very differently. František only had 1 par and 2 bogeys and 6 birdies, which means -4 for the round, which is the same score as Jakub, who actually had 4 pars, an eagle and 3 birdies. Incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible. And that's what the disc golf is all about. Disc golf, first 2 holes, nothing really spectacular, being down, and just came back with 5-6 birdies.
Yeah,
beautiful.
That's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we have the partners of the Central European Disc Golf Championship 2019. The main partner was proDiscgolf.cz, ACZ Machinery, Amann, Novy Jicin, Chatasvinec, Disc Golf Park Czech Republic, Discmania, Focus, Hey Park Tošovice, Staroitsko AS, And the last and the giant partner who delivered all the volunteers, who built up
The organizer.
their organizer was the local club Moravian Gators Novy Jicin.
Oh yeah, thank you to all the partners who decided to support this event, and I have the privilege and pleasure to invite you to all the future events which will be held on this beautiful course. These events are called Moravian Open and Bílek memorials actually, and they always happen in the end of September, and from now on they will always be golf start events with 1 round per day, so you can play this beautiful and very demanding and challenging course and also explore the Czech Republic and the beautiful nature in the northern Moravia.
Exactly. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be part of the disc golf, Czech disc golf scene, and if you want to see the spectacular view of Novy Jicin and the wonderful landscape, come to our event Moravian Open Bílek Memorial, and yeah,
we will be very happy to see you, and thank you for watching, and thank you Michael for co-commentating this final round.
Thank you, Kryštof. Let's go, let it fly, enjoy the game, and have fun.
Enjoy this.